Yo, 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 and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji. With me is Ryan. How you doing, boy?
Welcome. I'm good.
FA Cup is going on, by the way.
It is going on. Friggin' Holland hat brace.
Yeah, where the fuck were these points for you like last game week?
Right? De Bruyne brace of assists.
Yeah, finishes were pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Didn't look at them yet. I saw you sent them in a chat.
Yeah. Grealish fucked, by the way.
Oh,
subbed.
you serious?
Yeah.
Yo, owners are so unlucky. Isn't this the second
Yeah.
time he's come back and then immediately gone?
Happened in Champions League.
Yeah.
Happened in FA Cup now. So Doku's on for him. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, Grealish won the treble last season, so
True.
maybe he just needs to take it easy this season. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I now looked at the goals. Why is Luton just bending over? Like one of
Yeah.
the guys just fell down.
Yeah. I think City are just like flexing their muscles at this point.
Yeah, they put out
Pro-
a strongish side. Oh,
Probably saw Liverpool like
there's
lift
number
that
3.
trophy and they're like, oh, fucking hell. Haaland Hattie. Yeah. You really could have used at least one return from him.
Right?
Yeah. That's fucked.
Oh well.
How's it going though? Back with Tuesday pod, regular pod.
Yeah, not too bad. I took a half day today, so. Oh, I think it is Haaland hat trick.
Yeah, it is. KDB assist again.
Oh, are you kidding? Jesus.
Yeah.
Promising.
Jake just like put the first message Jake put in our chat. He was like, Haaland goal, KDB assist. So no, he's just constantly replying to that old message with like the timestamp of every
Yeah.
time it happens again. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
It is hilarious. 3 minutes, 17 minutes, 41 minutes, same exact thing.
Yeah. I mean, timestamping it. We're recording Tuesday evening, so.
Yeah.
How'd your waivers go, by the way?
I did none. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
But my free agent grabs were good, I think.
Yeah, they were stupid good for
Exactly.
FA grabs.
Exactly.
Like, made no sense. So,
We'll get into it at some point.
yeah, we will. Oh, they're reviewing the goal for offside now. I'll just let the man score, man.
Yeah, give him a hat trick. He wants confidence going into the weekend, man.
Oh, no, fuck that shit. I don't need to face no Haaland hat trick. Spoiler!
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. We are a fan tracks podcast. So typically how we do these pods is we have two halves. In the first half, we do a bit of a data dump. We just look at the default scoring categories from the previous game week, which would have been blank game week 26. So I guess take the names with a grain of salt. Like, there are clubs missing from this list, like Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, Luton. So I mean, if you don't see Barkley, like, don't be freaking out. Like, he's there. Don't worry. And yeah, after data dump, we do league updates, kind of catch up, see how we did, any concerns, any plans for the upcoming game week 27. Then we take our halftime pint, and then we'll be back with questions from our Discord. And then maybe we might continue with our mini game of the waiver pick stuff. But yeah. But before we continue, we need to do social plugs. So Ross, please let the people know how they can find and share the pod.
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BantaB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banta Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banta_Boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banta Boys.
All right, so hopefully you've listened to Ross. If you're listening on YouTube, if you don't mind hitting that follow button, that subscribe button, the thumbs up button as well would be a massive boost for us. And then if you're listening to us on Spotify, if you don't mind giving us a 5-star review or rating, And I mean, if you've already given the 5-star rating, like drop a review. We would love to hear from some of our listeners and fans. And if you're too shy to do that, then come say hi in the Discord. Come join the Discord. And if you can't find it, just DM one of us on Twitter. What's your handle on Twitter, by the way? I keep meaning to like plug your Twitter, but I keep forgetting every single time.
You're not alone. I think it's Jogos Bonito 21. Could be wrong.
Yeah, so I mean, if you don't want my advice, take Ryan's advice. He's actually doing well in like the public league. So yeah.
So you mentioned people leaving a review. I mean, even if it's a shit on a episode review, although give
No,
it
don't do
a
that.
good-
Don't encourage
give
that.
it a good review, but like just shit on the episode in the
Yeah.
review. That's cool
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like
We're literally taking anything.
a 5-star review of this episode was hot garbage. Hot.
I mean, usually is so.
Yeah, fair.
Cool. Is there anything we want to chat? I mean, we talked about City playing FA Cup.
You'd swear
By
that's
the way-
the only fixture going on.
I mean, Newcastle playing Blackburn. It's 0-0. Oh, I think Luton are about to score. And Bournemouth playing Leicester. That is also 0-0. But one thing you mentioned to me was new boy Enes Unal Inez started. Was subbed off at a halfway mark though for Semenyo.
Correct.
But yeah.
Oh, Luton did score.
Clark scored.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta trust that City clean sheet, man.
Yeah, always, right?
Yeah. So consistent.
All right, I think let's get started then. Let's jump into the data dump.
Ay, 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 ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
All right, so looking back at game week 26, which was a blank, the highest number of key passes recorded was 6 by Pascal Gross, then 5 key passes by Jordan Ayew, Buonanotte, and Andreas Pereira, and then 4 key passes recorded by Foden, Iwobi, Emerson, Rice, and Eriksson, who played 36 minutes. Thoughts, Ryan?
Gross, just fine wine, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna touch on him. Like, he smashed it again.
Is he a round 2 pick now? Or round 1? Late round 1? Okay.
Late round 1 is solid. I mean, I always worry about the Zerbi teams and like the next season how it's gonna look, but Gross is a staple for some reason. Somehow he gets points. Somehow he gets better and better. I don't know. Yeah, late round 1, round 2.
Like, my issue with him was always like where he was being played like OOP,
Yeah.
getting played in right back, full back, all kind of shit like that. But it doesn't matter.
It clearly does not.
Yeah. Cool. Let's talk about another name on this list.
Actually, so good to see we'll be back on here.
Yeah. He had
I-
a good game.
Yeah, I own
point-wise.
in one league. Celebrated those points.
Yeah. A goal as
Two-
well.
2 Fulham players though against a United team.
Yeah, United are trash, bro.
I guess, yeah, they're back to that. I guess Casemiro got injured, right?
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious what game state would have been for this. Like, did all the key passes come after Casemiro came off? Like, because
Oh, I think-
you
They were battering them early on, I think.
Yeah, because you talked about like the fact that if Casemiro is not on the pitch, you're worried about clean sheets, how they play, and I mean now we gotta worry and stress about Bruno all over again if Casemiro is not gonna be fit. So
Perhaps. Let's see how
Ross
they line
Barkley
up.
assist, by the way.
Nice. Gotta love it.
Rossi Barks just keeps doing things, man.
Rossi Barks.
Yeah, so I guess it is a bit of a concern, this whole Casemiro biz. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I own him in a league. Can't remember if he's solid red flag or broken red flag.
I mean, they're playing Nottingham Forest tomorrow in the FA Cup as well, right?
So we get like some kind of indication.
Yeah, and he's got a solid red flag.
Right, it was a
so-
concussion. That's what it was.
Right.
So he
okay.
should be fine actually for the weekend,
Okay.
or at least soon. So no worries.
All right. All right.
Panic
That's good.
averted.
Ericsson's 4 key passes in 36 minutes is crazy, though.
Riddick, but are you actually going there if you don't think he gets a start?
Nah, no chance.
Exactly.
Who do you think was the top scoring asset of the game week?
Emerson, obviously, has to be. Friggin'
Oh, what a monster performance. Did you see his goal, by the way?
I did
Absolute
not.
rocket. Absolute fucking rocket.
Oh
In the
yeah,
top right corner. Yeah.
Nice.
It's crazy. A goal, assist, 4 key passes, a shot on target, 4 tackles, 5 interceptions. Just,
everything.
yeah. I think he got a full house, actually.
And a conceded goal. Like, imagine a
Yeah.
clean sheet on top of all that.
Yeah. He could have afforded a red card and still done well.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Brownhill.
I do want to
Yeah.
touch on Decky Rice being here. Decky Rice has become a staple, taking corners, getting those key passes. Huge uplift to his value in like the past couple months.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's getting these key passes because of those corners.
Not just. I mean, Jorginho played this last game, right? So he was a bit more advanced. And
Oh,
That
he was
helps.
very advanced.
yeah, exactly.
It was so good to see, actually.
Right. So, I mean,
But I don't
that's
think
gonna be
Jorginho's going to play every game,
that's
so...
it. So good to see him here, but and way better on his like outputs and value now, but don't expect it every week, I guess.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have dropped Rice in IGL, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Other names seem fairly okay.
I'd say so.
Jordan smashed it. Is this a reborn Jordan under Glasgow, or is this just, he faced Burnley, so...
Yeah, I'm not gonna read too much into IU. Never do.
Yeah.
And then he shows up again, and then he fades when you actually get tempted. So no, not going
Yeah.
there.
Okay, all right. Let's look at shots and how many were on target. Highest number of shots attempted in Game Week 26 was 6 by Kudus. He had 1 on target. Then 5 shots attempted by Adingra with 0 on target. Bruno Fernandes had 4 of his 5 on target. Muniz from Fulham had 1 of his 5 on target. And Sarabia with 1 of his 5 on target. Thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, I really just okay. So Kudus obviously good for West Ham that they have a play on this list. It's actually not the hat trick scorer somehow. It's
Pack
Kudus.
is back, though.
Pack is back. I mean, is there really anything else to say but Pack is back?
Yeah.
That should just be the pod name and done. It's not going to. It's too easy, but still.
I mean, you talk about the hat trick guy. Who the fuck scores a hat trick and only gets 32 points?
Yo, less than 33 somehow. Fucking guy. Put
You
up
nearly
like
clawed it
6
back.
those points and I would have won.
Yeah.
I'm not even asking for much. Like 3 key passes? Come on.
Selfish bastard.
I really like to see Adingra here. Sucks that none of his shots were on target, but such a bright, like exciting prospect.
Yeah, and you'd expect more from him now. Mitoma's ruled out for the season.
Yeah, I mean I do think that hurts Brighton on a whole. But assets like Gross, Adingra do go up.
Fatty?
Voiding. No,
I mean, there's some chat about it in our Discord, so
I saw.
yeah. I tried
Not-
to talk them off the ledge.
That's
though,
exactly
so,
it. I'm not giving in.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he has it in his locker though. Oh man.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's just a locker that is held together by, like, pasta. Like,
And early subs and whatever else. Jeez.
yeah, it's there's a good chance he gets injured again. Like,
Friggin' Sarabia, man.
hey, your boy.
Yeah. Every time there's an injury in the squad, not to say that he hasn't made himself nailed, but like he just shines. Stepped up when Neto went out. Stepped up when Huang went Asian Cup. Stepped up now again when Cunha is out. And he looked like the best asset on the pitch to me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who's the other one getting injured to make way for Cunha. So Sarabia is in the team.
True.
Because João Gomez put up a solid 10 ghost point performance.
Yeah, Wolves looked really good, actually. Should have had more
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah, yeah. 1-0 versus Sheffield. Not what I would have thought. But I've been hearing, like, from various people, like, Wolves just play better against better teams because
Yes.
they've got the space to kind of counter behind. So, because I think Sheffield had beaten Wolves in the reverse fixture.
Right. Yeah, no, I've heard that as well. And it does seem to hold true.
Yeah.
Not just for Chelsea, but Wolves as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Muniz, good to see him here again. Bruno, 4 shots on target. Swapping that key passes for shots. Cool. I'll take points however they come.
Yeah, what was it? 21 ghosts?
Yeah.
No, he had
He
an
got
assist
He got an assist, yeah.
for Mag's goal. Right. Cool. Yeah, Muniz, man, I think I just gotta trust this guy. Like, I think there's a lot of lack of faith because new kid on the block. There's trusted names that we've seen around for a while, but I think at this point you just go where the points are coming from.
Agreed, and Fulham are in that kind of form, so why not? Purple patch kind of.
Cool. Next category is accurate crosses into the box. So the highest number was 5 by Jordan Ayew, and then 3 by Sufal, Neto, and your boy Roslev did 3 accurate crosses in 16 minutes. Thoughts, Ryan?
Kufal Neto standard, whatever. Mads, I'm not even going to talk about him. Jordan Ayew, what the hell, yo?
Yeah.
So I
kinda
knew he did
crazy.
well. I didn't know he'd put up 5 accurate crosses. That's somewhat unheard of.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, obviously he dribbled a bit, got dispossessed a bit, like standard Ayew.
Obviously, but I mean,
So, yeah.
it also doesn't help that the opposition is arguably the worst or one of the worst in the league.
Yeah. I mean, just target Sheffield, target Burnley. That's the
Basically.
tactic for the
Yep.
rest of the season. So cool. Extra categories. Highest number of tackles won was 5 by D'Souza. Highest number of dispossessions was 5 by Brewster. Highest number of interceptions was 5 by Edson Alvarez. Highest number of clearances 8 by Dawson, Suchak, and Zuma. Highest number of successful dribbles 5 by Kudus. Highest number of aerials 11 by Lerma. And highest number of block shots 5 by Tarkowski. Thoughts, Ryan?
This is just hitting that steady Eddie type like level, man. How much did he get? 9?
I think something like that. 7,
Ni-
8, 9.
9.5.
Yeah.
That
Somewhere around that range.
I'm not
Yeah.
against that every game week, but yeah, I guess you don't expect 5 tackles, right?
No, but I mean, you're talking about like a mid 5, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
especially in a week where a couple of your reliable mid 5s have been red carded or currently suspended, like Polinia and Brownhill, he's not a bad plug-in if you want to drop either of the 2 names I
He
just
must be
mentioned.
widely available, like 27%
Yeah.
rostered, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I don't think anyone's rostering from the relegation fodder.
Correct.
So,
And I mean, his not counterpart, but Brewster. I was actually expecting to see not the same team.
yeah, but Brewster is just fucking terrible. Like,
Honestly, it was so much hype around this kid so long ago.
Yeah.
Such a shame, man. When
yeah.
like one of those potential hot assets don't pan out.
It's true.
the
Welcome to Chelsea
rest-
Football Club.
Yeah. The rest pretty standard. Lerma aerials. Okay, I guess that's new-ish. Like
Yeah, but it's Burnley, so
right. Sheffield.
I like that there's 5 5s, by the way.
Oh, yeah. True. But the rest, I think, were pretty standard.
Yeah, I think you kind of expect to see those names with those categories, sort of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
cool. All right, let's move on to our next segment then, which is the league updates. All right, Ryan, talk to me. How was your DPL matchup, bro?
So my 9-game win streak has ended. I lost 101 to 107. Fine, that's okay. It had to end at some point. I was riding a lot of luck.
Yeah.
And I did tell everyone on the way for pod that I needed a Bowen hat trick to have a chance. Even that wasn't enough, and that's insane that he actually got it. So
I was so I still feel so upset the fact that you let that win slip, and it's also because like you got the fucking Bowen hat trick. It's just like
yeah.
because like I got home from work and like I was catching up in chats and all that, and then I was gonna put on like I think it was like 8-9 minutes into the game, and it was just like 2-0. I was like, what the fuck? And I saw your message as well. You were like freaking out, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on, Bowen Brace? I'm like, what is actually happening right now?
Less than 10 minutes in, and he's on like 22 points. It
Oh
sucks
my
that he didn't
God.
fucking move from 22 points for the entire friggin' game.
Yeah.
Actually, he
And
went
then-
down.
Yeah. And then the hat trick comes in and you're like, oh, fuck me. Now I have hope. Like,
I know, right? No, but insane to have Bowen back because Paqueta's back. He was one of my. I had the first round pick, so I went Hall, and then on the second round, I did round 2 or round 3, however you want to pinpoint it. He was one of those, right? So
yeah. I
glad
think
to have him
Darwin
back.
was the other one.
Yeah, Darwin was the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
So there were some goods like I wavered. No, probably didn't waver him. Chris Richards, I picked him up as a free agent, I suspect. Leno also a free agent grab. Both of them paid off. Bowen his
Yeah.
hat trick, so that was
Yeah.
good. What was bad is I expected more from my City players, especially Haaland, Rodri. Like yes, I picked up Nunez, Kovacic, but didn't expect much from them. They were just plugging a gap. I did expect at least double digits from Rodri, for example. Didn't get that. Fine. Roster concerns. I know you think so. Is Almiron a drop?
Yes.
But there's like injuries in that squad. He's starting, and yes, he doesn't go very well. He's not doing much at all. But
I just feel like Miggy's one of those players where he's like a purple patch
he is a
player.
purple patch, yeah.
If he's on that run, then yeah, fucking start him. Don't even think about it. But he doesn't do enough outside of that to warrant a start, especially against the best defense in the league.
So yeah, agreed. I definitely shat the bed there. I think that's the only part of my lineup that I felt bad about. I played Cher and Cher shat the bed, but like -2 after conceding however many 4, I'm okay with it. Like that's exactly what I expected from him. And had Arsenal only scored 1, he would have ended positive, right? Very hopeful.
Yeah.
Very obviously Newcastle have like the worst XG in the league, and I probably should have avoided altogether. But Cher has been returning, so I didn't mind it. I do think I messed up on Almiron, and that's my only real regret from this game week.
Okay,
I don't
fair.
even need to I didn't need to roster him. I haven't played him in like maybe 2 months.
You realize these Newcastle mids somehow find a way to fuck you up every season, eh?
I know, right? Jacob Murphy, you asshole.
Yeah. You know what's really impressive though? Your opponent benching Botman.
Yo, had he played Botman, I would have won. That's sick. He played 10 man. Decided I'm not gonna fuck with this Newcastle defender.
Yeah.
And Botman got their own goal, so it's insane.
That's fucking brave. Brave move, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we talked about like the Wolves defense, but you're telling me how they weren't any available or something like that, so
Yeah, there was Totti like leading up to the weekend, and I didn't
Yeah.
waver. I didn't pick him up in time. Like he was gone by
think-
Saturday morning.
yeah.
I should have. I know I should have.
Yeah. Don't sleep on your lead, man. So
Yeah.
because we're facing each other. I mean, I could be a really good friend.
So I get a bye. Okay, gotcha.
Fuck off. No, but it's because like I'm 2 wins behind second place.
No,
right?
yeah, you have to play for it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
rest of my roster concerns, I have Darwin. I think he's coming back. Clearly, he was celebrating, running off that out of the stands. Didn't care if he
Did you
got
see his
injured
fucking
and-
tweet, by the way? He
No, I didn't.
tweeted about it. He
Oh,
was
yeah?
like, I told you guys I would jump up if we scored a goal.
True.
That's fucking crazy, man.
And Adebayo, I don't know his status, but hopefully, I see he's solid red flag now. Didn't follow anything about this midweek Luton fixture, so if they had mentioned him at pressers, I don't know. But those are my two forwards, in addition to Haaland. It's pretty slim pickings on the forward lineup right now.
If we get news that Adebayo is going to be out for another couple of weeks, you drop him, right?
Yes, yeah. He's not a hole
Okay.
for me.
Cool. Yeah,
And waivers cleared today. I told everyone I missed, but I still managed to get Kovacic over to Madueke, which with Nkunku's injury, I'm happy with. Like,
Yeah.
I don't expect him to get more than 45 minutes. Maybe.
It still wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't start.
Same. And if he doesn't start, easy drop for me. But if he
Yeah,
does
first
start,
game of the game week time
Yeah.
slot, right? So, yeah.
I managed to swap Matthias to Clivert.
Mm.
Primarily just a double game week pick. I'm not even going to probably play Clivert this week, even though it's Burnley.
You could. I mean, he
I
doesn't
could.
ghost, but it's one of those situations where you put yourself in the opportunity to get points. You could get points.
Yeah, exactly. And I dropped Chris Richards and picked up Ben Davies. I know you didn't want me to drop Richards, and probably would have preferred I drop John Stones or some other shit player on my squad like Almiron. And
You still have Miggy
I actually am not
after
sure.
all of this.
I think so.
Oh my god.
But I don't expect to play Chris Richards over the next few fixtures anyhow, so I figured might as well just drop him now and have that streamable spot.
Mohit would never.
Yo, I don't know how many owners Chris Richards had in FPL, but one of our boys had him for FPL. That must be like a 0.1 ownership, like,
I love that he took the suggestion though and ran with it. Like,
right? He had no clue who this guy even was.
Yeah, I
He
know.
just asked us cheap defender, and we're like, okay, Chris Richards, do it.
Yeah, I mean the writing was on the wall. We've been shouting him for a bit, so yeah, GG to him. Cool. My DPL update. I had a win, 68 versus 38. Not as impressive of a win as you'd think. Game week good. Munoz, we've been, hailing him for a while about his ghost point potential. He keeps a clean sheet, puts up 17 or something like that. Douglas Luiz with the brace. João Gomez, I talked about getting the 10-point ghost game. Tony and Tarkowski, I think expected. Regrets not trusting Muniz. I went Huang, I think, over Muniz. And Huang put up a big fucking 0 versus Sheffield United. Like, who the hell does that?
Yeah, crazy.
Absolutely mental. I mean, that takes me right into my concerns as well, right? Is not only Huang, but Mateta as well. Like, I'm a little concerned the fact that he only scored 10 points versus Burnley, and that included the goal, right?
Yeah.
And Matthias Jensen. The story continues of how terrible of a player he has been in recent game weeks. So, I mean, the moves I made was I dropped Mateta as one of the 3 that I'm kind of concerned with. I dropped Brownhill. I know I rave about him all the time, but it's to the point of the season where I think I'm just going to make some savage moves. And he's not playing, so I'm not going to keep a player on my roster that's not playing. So I kind of took advantage of my situation and got a couple of Bournemouth defenders in, which I think is a good move given, the Burnley fixture, then the double game week. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the double game week, both their fixtures are at home as well.
Yeah, I think so. And then they have like 7 game weeks of just decent fixtures all around, right?
Yeah. So Senesi, Kirkes, like Senesi with the goal threat. I think Kirkes has a little bit. So I like those picks, and I made the swap of Flecken to Kelleher because apparently Flecken only scores points versus Man City.
Yeah. I played him in my Banter League -3, was it? Whatever
Yeah.
it was. Crazy, man.
Absolutely mental. Man, actually Brentford on a whole, I guess, are looking very fucked at the moment. Like a
Leaky
bit
as
of a
shit.
championship team.
Yeah.
They don't look good, man. And what's worse is like they were actually kind of putting up a fight versus West Ham, which doesn't look good for West Ham's sake. Like,
But I mean, we knew West Ham are shit, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Pack is back, so that helps them. But
yeah.
for you to struggle that much, it's
Yeah,
it's
it felt
not- yeah,
yeah, good.
not filling anybody with confidence for either team, really.
Yeah, it felt like they were gonna lose their lead, like at some point. Like even Tony had like that last second ditch header at the end of the game. Like Brentford was still giving it a go till like the last second, which I fucking love to see. Which made me think, right, as well, is something I want to mention on the pod is I feel like moving forward rest of the season is maybe we start targeting these teams that are, we're thinking, oh shit, are they gonna get relegated? Are they fighting relegation? But that might be the opportunity to get points from these players, right?
Yeah, fair.
So I don't know if Jensen has the potential to change his form because rest of the season, like Brentford's fixtures do kind of get easier and they need to fucking get points, man.
They do.
Yeah. How was your banter league?
So despite playing Flecken for his -3, I managed to win quite healthily, 140 or 141 to 98. It was just a lot of things going for me this week in banter. I got Kiwior in, got the goal. I had to play Bowen, Iwobi, and both of them smashed it. Bruno doing his thing and Maguire getting a goal. Like, all of that, could easily see why I'm over 100. Whereas my opponent only had, like, Kufal, Rice, and Foden. So, like, who actually returned. So, it was not a difficult win at all. Game week regrets, I really have none. I had to play 11 who I had, and I played my 11. What my only roster concern is with this team is that my forwards are thin again. Jota's injury, and I dropped him. It didn't make sense to me to hold, I don't think. But Richarlison is my forward, my main forward here, and Muniz is his backup, or support. Evan Ferguson I grabbed just for this game week, and I don't think I'm going to hold. So, who do I go? Where do I go? I don't think the free agent or waiver pool has much on it.
None of the Bournemouth boys are free?
No. None of them. Uatara.
Yeah. I got a wild name for you. Wild suggestion.
Go for it.
Adama.
It's on my mind. I think I'll go Ansu Fati before I go Adama, though.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
you know?
Fofana is free.
Yeah, DDF ain't bad this week, actually.
Yeah.
I like the DDF play.
Definitely not going back by Woodrow.
You know who looked bright when he came on as a sub? Wissa.
Yeah.
Luton with the second goal, by the way. 2-3.
Oh, yes.
It's about to get spicy. Game week 29, we're going to get some surprises, man. Everyone is like assuming fixtures, oh, City going to beat Luton. Oh, I fucking hope Luton get that win.
Yo, Jordan Clark brace.
Yeah, bro. Go grab him.
How
Yeah,
did
there should
IPL
be-
pan out?
Well, I was going to say there should be some forwards for you. But it might be on the day decisions, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. In terms of waivers, they clear tomorrow on that league, so nothing happened, nothing to talk about.
Cool. So IGL update. Before I give it, Rossi Barks, second assist.
Oh yeah, what a
Guys do
player,
good.
yo! What a player.
He's too fucking good. Oh man. So yeah, IGL I had a win there as well. It was a bit of a like draft society derby. So I won 120 to 77. Give me good. I also had Kiwior in this league. Kiwior, Mags, Totti. Actually, my backline was fucking amazing for this one. I think altogether they put up like 50 something points, some of that.
Jeez.
Had Bruno here, had Douglas Luiz, had Tony. So yeah, a lot of points. No regrets. The only concern was same with my DPL as I had Mateta in this league, so I dropped his ass in waivers. I grabbed Davies here. I also dropped Brownhill here as well. Got Kirkez just because I wanted a piece of that Bournemouth pie, I guess. And I made the swap of Johnston to Leno. Because I know off air we talked about, deciding between Leno and Johnstone. I think your pick outscored mine without the clean sheet. So I was like, you know what? Ryan knows what he's talking about. I'm going to trust my boy. So I made that swap.
Yeah, I mean, he's a better goalkeeper, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Team's on better form, arguably.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
I see a lot of goalkeepers free. Like a lot of people did drop a goalkeeper last game week, like Petrovic, Vicario, and they actually weren't snapped up. So I think on the day, if I feel wild, and I could easily just stream keepers for the rest of the season, right? So
yeah, I mean, I think need to definitely keep an eye on lineups as injured players come back, players get injured in warm-ups, all sort of stuff like that. Like the whole Paqueta starting thing, I think. Like in different game formats and stuff, like I was so fixated, Tony's gonna smash. Saw Pac in the lineup and was like, I just was oblivious to it and forgot what we've been saying all the fucking time is West Ham are shit without Paqueta.
yeah.
So I don't know if that also kind of plays a role in the whole picking a goalkeeper, making the team more defensively solid, etc. Like, if Casemiro is not there, do you grab Onana or start Onana sort of thing, right? So,
Right.
Haaland 4th goal, by the way.
Are you kidding?
Guess
What
who
a game.
assisted?
KDB.
Yeah, obviously.
Wow.
Where were these points last game week? Like, come on, man. Come on.
They're saving it for this one.
Fucking
They're saving it for this.
0 in FPL for KDB. But anyways, cool. Those are league updates. I think now what we'll do is take our halftime pint, and we'll be back after the break with some questions. So we'll see you in a bit. And we are back. I love that there's 6 goals in this Luton City game, and the other 2 games, fuck all.
And 6 goals, 2 goal scorers. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I guess
Absolutely ridiculous.
6 goals and 1 goal scorer will be even more ridiculous. So at least no own goals there.
Yeah. Cool. So we got some Discord questions. I think we'll just take turns.
Sure. I could start.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really like this first one. Mr. Nauru. He says, you are placed in a room with 100 random humans. And I'll just say, you probably 99 other. You are one of the 100.
Yeah.
If you are better than them all at one thing, you will win £1 billion. What is that one thing you're doing?
I genuinely have no idea. Do you have a talent that is unique to yourself?
I do not. So I thought about this question. I'm like, maybe it could be like bottling fan tracks and yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great question. It's a very thought-provoking question. There's such limited things you think you'll be better than 100 other people in the room at. I would probably just throw out something very mathy and just hope that it sticks, but
yeah, I'm just like 5th goal for City. Guess who?
good lord. Yeah.
It's painful. I know it's painful. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's kind of a bit like bragging, boasting about yourself, and we don't really we kind of shit on ourselves on the pod, so it's just
exactly.
like, God, what would mine be? Oh, you know what? I can think of one. Coming up with witty podcast names,
Solid. Very, very solid.
right?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
I've got one for you, but it's a bad thing. It's not a good thing.
Sure.
Always missing waivers.
Oh, yeah, I could do that. Easily. Could do that in my sleep.
I mean, you've got the whole unicycle juggling
I was going to
thing.
say, I could juggle in unicycle, yeah. Like, that's likely to beat a lot of people, but yeah.
I think you could beat 100 or 99 other people with that. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking love Nauru and his random ass questions,
Right?
man.
He does have a follow-up. He has, this one is actually Fantrax related. Who has been that one player you've had long-term that goes under the radar but is still very reliable for you? Conor Gallagher is it for him.
Goes under the radar. I think he went under the radar when we drafted.
And probably the first few game weeks of his season.
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, I thought you were talking Conor.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the player from my own roster. I would maybe suggest Douglas Luiz.
Ooh, good shout. He's been so good this season.
Fucking amazing. Yeah.
Flashback to when there was a momentary point where you almost wanted to drop him.
Oh my god, thank God you spoke me off that fucking ledge. Like, I think I would have given up the season had I done that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, not that much under the radar, but Doughty did get a lot of drops when he hit his bad patch, and he's been a consistent performer for me this season.
I mean, even when you started the season, he was getting benched for Giles, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of people were like, oh, fuck, he's not going to play. I mean, I was in that camp. I dropped him straight into one of the best key pass creators
Yeah.
in the league. So, yeah, Doughty is a great fucking shout.
If Bowen had gotten me over the line this game week, I would have He's so return dependent, man.
Yeah.
Barks is up there, but Barks is very much being rated as appropriately as he can be right now.
Yeah. Can I throw Tony in this category?
Tony's there, yeah. Like, I don't think a lot of leagues had him rostered, at least. Like, you
Yeah.
held faith in, what, 3
Oh,
leagues?
since draft day, bro. Yeah. Like.
So, credit to you. He
Yeah.
repaid it.
Yeah. I'm a faithful guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So next question.
Let me read it as well,
Um,
because it's going to be directed to you.
Yeah, I guess.
So, in the Discord, Sanji just drops a fun fact. I served Gordon Ramsay and his family. And, I mean, I don't want to spoil the story, so I'll just let Sanji take that right away. It's DraftPie who said you absolutely have to talk about this on the pod, man.
I feel I talked about this or mentioned this when it happened.
Yeah,
I swear
but
we
like,
were podding. Yeah.
I don't
guess a
think-
refresher.
I don't
reminder.
think people knew where you were working. I don't think people knew
Yeah.
full extent.
So from what I remember, so I was working at a one-star Michelin restaurant in Clapham in London. I was there for like 8 months or something. So this was towards the end of my time. I was like a head waiter or whatever, running my own section of the restaurant. And then I remember during briefing, people were joking around, oh, there's a booking under Ramsey or whatever. It must be a cousin or something. I was like, oh, these guys are fucking around. Like, no way is Gordon Ramsay coming into the restaurant. So service, starts normal, whatever. Middle of service, I see fucking Gordon Ramsay walk in. And I just like freeze. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's actually Gordon Ramsay. Like, so yeah, he gets one of the best tables in the restaurant, and lo and behold, it's in my segment. And my manager at the time, shout out to him, great guy. He was like, yeah, you could run point if you want. And so it was Gordon and his wife Tana that came in. Generally, I couldn't function. Like, I was nervous as shit giving him like menus and like just introducing myself and all that. But he was such a charming, down to earth guy. Like, all that shit you see on TV is all like fluff. It's all like just for show and tell. Yeah, he was so nice. And then, he asked me about myself, where I'm from and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I'm from Trinidad. And then his wife was like, oh, I've been to Trinidad. I've lived in Trinidad for like a few months and stuff.
What?
Yeah, and when she said that, I was like, oh, okay, well done. Like, I felt like I was at home. Like,
Yeah.
the service went smooth after that. They had a great time. I remember at one point when I went to go drop off their cheese plate or whatever, Gordon like asked me, can you name all the cheeses on this plate? I nearly fucked it, but I got all of it right. And like that nod of approval from him, I was like, oh, okay. Like,
Nice.
and then, I mean, when they were leaving, he came up to me, shook my hand. He was like, thanks for such a great time. And I don't know why, and I'm sure this would never ever come up again. But I told him, yeah, man, if you're ever in Trinidad, like, let me know. I'll help you out, sort you out.
The best doubles ever.
Could you imagine? Like, just Gordon rings me up. He's like, bro, I need to go to Trinidad for Carnival. Can you hook a brother up? Like,
Yeah. Say less, bro.
yeah. But yeah,
Um,
that's the Gordon story. Yeah.
So I have to ask.
Yeah.
Does he tip well?
I don't think he tipped, but to be honest, bro, I wasn't even thinking about that. He shook my hand. I didn't wash my hand for the rest of the night. Like,
Fair enough.
like, yeah. I think when something like that happens, it's just like, what do you even do? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. Cool ass
Good
fucking
stuff.
experience.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
All right. So next question is from 32 Chickens. What specials you doing for episode 200? We-
Fuck all.
What are you talking about? We had a one question trivia. Like,
I
did you not
know,
catch it?
So good. You nearly fucked it too.
I did. I listened back to it as well, like when I was editing, and I was like, fuck, I really did fuck it up. I had to ask for a clue, and you gave me like the most obvious clue ever.
Yeah.
He's English.
They're
I was
all
like,
English though, so I mean.
Yeah. True. I feel like we tried to do something special, but it didn't work out. I don't know. Maybe episode 300, right? So goals.
Or episode 205.
Yeah.
Some random reason.
Random one, yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just celebrate like fucking hell. Yeah. There's one thing it wasn't a question, but one thing I kind of wanted to mention as well is we were talking about Flecken and all that sort of stuff. Did you know that apparently 47 of his 118 points came in 2 games versus Man City?
That is crazy.
Absolutely mental.
This is also he had like basically 0 before the double game week finished, right? Going into that City game, and I think he got all his points on City.
Yeah.
To finish on 20 point something. So I get it.
Yeah.
But nuts.
Absolutely nuts. And then the last thing, I guess, again, it's not a question, but if you're in our Discord and you know what we're gonna talk about, I guess. But if you're not, you should definitely come be a part of it, because this is like a community curated list. Like, we weren't even a part of this. Like, yeah, sure, we mentioned it or whatever, but members in our community, took the sort of responsibility or whatever, and are starting to, I guess, create content in a sense within our Discord, right? And one of the things is like having a list of like, players we should definitely punt on, or more specifically, the one we're going to talk about is traps and gambles, and he's labeled them the Tonys.
That's such a good actually it's not a good name, but it's a
not.
good name
Yeah, it is.
given that
yeah.
it's a real award.
Yeah. So I was wondering, like, just to wrap up the pod, we could talk a little bit about some of the names, maybe.
Yeah, let's do it.
So first up, we got Ben Rama. Is Ben Rama even in the Prem anymore? Like,
I have not seen that kid in ages.
I feel like he's not, right? Yeah. Where the fuck is Ben Rama? He's on Lyon. Is he at Lyon?
No
Whatever.
clue. Genuinely no clue.
Yeah, I think he's at Lyon on loan or whatever. So
Nice.
so we move on. I mean, let's move on to a name that didn't really help you this game week. Fabian Schär.
Didn't help me this game week, but he's been great for me since I picked up from the free agent pool. Cher is just my kind of player. He will do fuck all and then pop up with a return, and it's purely timing is based on luck and nothing else. And that is kind of shit that bails me out of a game week. I know I shouldn't depend on that. I know it's highly volatile, and I get why I lost this game week because of it. But I love that shit, yo.
Listen, he's got goal threat.
He has goal threat. He has a great long ball on him too.
Yeah. Speaking of Newcastle, they just scored against Blackburn. Gordon with the goal. Guess who fucking got the assist?
Fabian Schär, let's go.
No.
Damn it.
somebody else who lost you your game week that we talk about, you should drop.
Are you kidding? Miggy.
Purple patch? No, you can't drop him. Like, surely not.
Right? Jackass.
Villa and City and Brighton defenders. I'm thinking this is more specifically centre backs.
Even City fullbacks aren't very good.
What fullbacks, bro?
Well, true.
But isn't Cancelo still on fucking loan or some shit? Like,
Oh, man. Who knows? But yeah, okay, I agree completely with Villa, the City, and the Brighton defenders. I do want to say, though, right now, Van Hecker aside, I'm not going to talk about him too much, but Dunk is absolutely killing it.
yeah, I know. He was mentioned in our Discord as well. Somebody's talking about grabbing. I'm
I
still
saw.
I'm still iffy about it, man. Like,
But how do you get 3 returns in like 3 games, 2 goals and 1 assist? Like, you are clearly the target of all the set pieces right now.
yeah,
And he is.
true. Next up, we've got Dan Burn.
Dan fucking Burn. I dropped him this game week. He comes off the bench and gets the friggin' assist.
Yeah, to ruin all the Arsenal clean sheets.
Right? Do you remember AD's love for Dan Burn?
Yeah, we talked about it when we met up.
Yeah, it's insane. And like there was always this one goal he scored where he looked like fucking Bambi.
Yeah,
Like, he could
when
not
he was
get
at
his feet
Brighton.
under control
yeah.
and just lanky feet and just somehow scooped the ball out under him and got it in the goal.
Yeah, apparently Dan Burn blocked the Dallas brace and clean sheet that he got versus Man City.
That's it, right?
Oh, that is savage. Yeah, Dan Burn's a funny one, man. I don't know. He just keeps getting rinsed for pace. Like,
Absolutely destroyed. Ilanga twice. And like they did not learn from it.
at all. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Harvey Elliott.
So I want to caveat this one. I think yes, he's obviously a trap for me. He's never done well for me. But when he plays in the front three, I don't think he's that trappy.
Yeah, I mean, if he's nailed as well, and given all these fucking injuries that Liverpool have right now, I genuinely don't hate him as a pick.
Same, and I do have him in 2 teams now, so
Yeah.
let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Harry Wilson.
I just can't understand either. I think he's a quality player. I think he has
Agreed.
good talent. I can't understand why he's not been why he hasn't become a starter, like a nailed starter. He did well for me in like doses this season when I grabbed him, and I do think he's a worthy pickup when the fixture's right and he's starting, but I get it.
Lack of consistency, right? So.
Yeah.
Armando Broja.
Outright trap. Avoid.
Yeah, agreed. Enough said. Lamptey.
Another trap. Lucky to get subbed at 60 minutes with a clean sheet, but another trap.
Yeah.
A minute on either side of, like, okay, 59 minutes, no clean sheet, or keep him on a little longer, he concedes. Like, the trap
Yeah.
is trap.
Man City with their 6th.
Of course.
You're not gonna like this name, Kovacic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he was on your roster this week, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. All these fuckers are scoring at the wrong times, man. Kai Havertz. Now, I don't know. I've got opinions about this.
Yeah, so you've been pointing out how well he's been doing recently, and he has, I admit. Um, it doesn't, well, it does help massively that Jesus was not fit, so he had to play, right? Um, you're right. Like, he has massively looked better, even on the eye test. It's just better all round play from him. I'm still so skeptical that he maintains this.
Yeah, I mean, last two games, even though he got like a goal and an assist in each of the two appearances, it was still 22 to 24 points, which isn't really much ghosties.
Yeah.
So I get that concern, but the way Arsenal are just playing right now, they just look like an absolute force. Like, I just feel like, yeah, you're just, again, put yourself in that opportunity to get points, and you could get points. And don't get me wrong, I understand Kai can be an absolutely frustrating asset. I mean, start of the season, he was just getting lambasted, right?
Yep.
For how terrible he was, but I don't know. Right now, like you talk about even Jesus being out and all that sort of stuff. It's yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit of a converted person right now. But the thing is, if Jesus comes back and Kai drops into midfield, then I'm going to be back on skeptical train about
Agreed.
Kai. So
Agreed.
yeah.
John Stones with the assist, by the way. Yet another
saw that.
asset I had.
Yeah.
God. Okay. Nelson Semedo,
Dribble merchant.
dribble merchant. Has he ever
How-
done well for you?
I feel like once he would have done well for me. I feel like he got like the lowest score of all the Wolves defenders last game week.
Doesn't
well.
surprise me at all.
Yeah, he got 10, which included the clean sheet. Yeah. Kilman got 12.75, Craigie Doe got 15, Totti got 17.75, and Aitnuri with the assist got 18.5. But at least he got a couple of dribbles, so consistent.
yeah. He's been a trap for me in the past, and
Yeah.
I fell prey to it. But I think it's just easier to time the fixture for him this season.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
the Burnleys and the Sheffields.
Yeah, really is. Curtis Jones. I
I
think
know
we
you-
both
I
agree
know
on
you
this.
have a soft spot for him though. From
Yeah, in the
game.
Bash comeback matchup, that it was literally a Hail Mary. Like, I was down by like 20 to 30 points. I had like one move to grab, and I was like, fuck it. What have I got to lose? I grabbed him, and he got like a brace or something that game. So, other than that, outside of that, he's been like shit for me, I think. So,
Yep.
Matty Cash up next. I agree. Frustrating fucking asset to own to start. Other than his hot start the season, like with his brace, like he's done fuck all outside of that, right?
Exactly. Newcastle just conceded.
Yeah, I saw that. Drop
And-
share.
And Bournemouth and Leicester are already in injury extra time. I didn't even realize.
Oh, we might be able to time some penalties, bro.
Would be
let's,
nice.
Let's try to run through this then. Gravenberch. I think I'll let you talk about him.
Yeah, Gravenberg is a interesting one. I paid fab for this guy early on. I actually didn't mind the output he was producing when he now broke into the starting lineup. He was getting about 8 to 10 points a game, and I thought it was only going to improve from there. It did not. His minutes became less. I think he got an injury, and probably that just squeezed him out of the squad. But he does seem kind of injury prone too, because he's out again. One to avoid in my eyes. Yeah, let's move on.
I mean, I think all these Liverpool assets should kind of be taken with a grain of salt, right? Klopp's leaving at the end of the season. What's going to happen to them as a system, as a team, right?
Agreed. And the assets like Salah might not be there next season, right? We don't know, but
Yeah. Next we got Antoine Semenyo.
I think this is
I-
a bit unfair.
Yeah. I think it's just his lack of not playing time, but he's not allowed to complete the match, like play 90 minutes. I think this was the first time he played 90 minutes, which was against City in game 26. Put up 10 goals from what I remember. So with Burnley on the horizon, double game week looming, I would fucking love to have Semenyo in my team.
Same. I mean, I think Clivert is way more trappy than Semenyo, and I grab
Same with
Clivert.
Sinistera as well,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Lack of starts, right? So, yeah. This I think we can agree on, Matthias Nunes.
Agreed.
Yeah. I think him and Kova should be on this list.
Cover
really.
definitely makes the list. Yeah.
Casemiro.
I don't agree at all. I roster
Agreed.
him in another league.
Rodri Light.
Yeah, basically Rodri Light. Yeah. I agree
Yeah.
with that. It also is that I'm not like he's a mid 5 or mid 6 for me, but it's just more. He has a very high-ish floor, and he also just makes all other United assets better. And I know that's not what we're discussing here. But
We already beat Flecken to death as well. Like he's basically useless against everyone but City. So we'll end on talking about United assets. Rashford. What a fall from grace, man.
yeah, I am actually shocked he has not turned around this season.
Generally, it's scary to think where he's gonna fall in the draft next season.
Agreed. And the thing is, he still has the potential to smash it after someone grabs in the 5th round. Like,
And Leicester just scored.
are you kidding?
Yeah, Leicester
What?
just scored.
Gordon
Making Bournemouth a good pick for 29 then, right?
Oh shit! Okay.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
eliminated from the cup, you get the fixture in 29. So
It might need their opposition to also lose. Who knows? I can't remember.
yeah, true. Yeah, there's a full table of permutations and all that sort of stuff. We got it pinned in our Discord.
Yeah, I just.
So if you
pulled it
can't
up.
find it anywhere else, just
So
come
it's
join the
if
Discord.
Wolves beat Brighton and or Bournemouth beat Leicester,
Ah, okay.
that's a possible blank.
Right.
So if Leicester
Okay.
win and Brighton beat Wolves, then we're clear.
Cool. Yeah, Rashford next season, you either end up with a gem, a late round gem, or you've wasted a draft pick, an early one, I think.
Yeah, agreed. And I again thought, the team was clicking. Hoyland
Yep.
injury was unlucky, but the team was clicking. I thought he would just come in there, they'd do their thing, he'd benefit. It just didn't pan out that way.
Bro, everyone was getting points except him.
Yeah.
That's
Garnacho's
crazy.
insane right now.
I'm pretty sure Kobe Menu was getting more points than Rashford.
You're probably right. Scotty McTominay off the bench.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know, we should do that end of season. It's like a list of players that are better than Rashford. Like
True. It's like these FPL comparisons that keep floating around with Anthony. The latest is QEO I saw. Like
yeah.
maybe a half of his appearances, but 1 goal, 2 assists. And
There you go.
Anthony's still 0 goals, 0 assists. Someone
you
compared like just a blank page. Nobody to Anthony, and it looked the exact same.
Oh, I'm sure the blank page won. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's harsh.
Less minutes, right?
Yeah, there you go. All right. So those are the questions, and that is the pod. Quick one in the books. I was kind of happy with that.
Yeah.
We got shit to do. Got penalties to go watch. Maybe not. I
Exactly.
don't know. We'll see.
Halftime, extra time.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Final words. Anything?
No, just look out for the FA Cup results. Plan ahead if you can. Don't make it the focal point of your game week, and just have fun.
Yeah, and not just the results, but injuries like Jack we got tonight. So
Yes.
keep an eye on your assets that you own and potential gems that could pop up because of injuries that you don't own, I guess. So
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Good luck for the game week, guys. If you have any questions, again, come message us, join the Discord. We're gonna be chatting away throughout the game week. And yeah, we'll see you later. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Peace.